Hello everyone. So in this section, I am going to explain catalog in Databricks. So first, let's see what we are going to learn. Catalog overview, types of catalog, create catalog, manage catalog. So let's start with catalog overview. A catalog is the primary unit of data organization in the Azure Databricks Unity Catalog data governance model. Databricks Unity Catalog organizes data in three levels: catalog, schema, and then inside schema we have a table, view, function, volumes. Okay, so catalog is a top level container. It is similar to database that we have in traditional SQL. Now inside catalog we create a schema that we can say sub container inside a catalog. Then inside a schema we can create objects like table, view, function, volume. So this is just overview of catalog. Now let's understand the purpose of catalog. So we have many purposes like data governance, multi-tenant organization, cloud integration, security. So let's start with data governance. Provide centralized access control and auditing across all workspaces. So let's understand the meaning of centralized access control. Okay, so let me open an Excel to explain this. Assume I have one Unity catalog. Okay, and using inside this Unity catalog, I have a workspace called dev. Okay, in this dev workspace, let me write here workspace. Okay, inside this dev workspace I created a catalog called dev finance. Okay, now assume I have one more workspace called UAT, and this UAT workspace and dev workspace both are binded with same Unity catalog. Okay, so what happen when multiple workspaces are binded with same Unity catalog? In this case, if we create catalog in any of the workspace, okay, that catalog will be visible to other workspace also. We don't need to recreate. Assume I created dev finance catalog in dev workspace. Okay, without creating the same dev finance catalog in UAT workspace, it will be visible in this workspace also. Okay, now if, assume I have one more workspace called prod, and this prod workspace is also binded with same Unity catalog. Okay, so what will happen? This dev finance catalog will be visible to prod workspace also. We are not creating this catalog in UAT and prod. I just created a dev finance catalog in only dev workspace. Okay, just due to binding with same catalog, Unity catalog, what happened? This dev finance catalog is visible in UAT as well as in prod workspace. Okay, clear. Now let's understand the meaning of centralized access control. Assume I have access to this dev workspace and I have access to this catalog in dev workspace. Okay, now I just need to get access to UAT workspace. Okay, as soon as I get access to UAT workspace, I will be able to see this catalog in UAT workspace, and I can perform my SQL operations like I can select, I can update, I can do anything on this catalog inside UAT workspace. Even same thing I can do inside prod workspace. I just need to get access to prod workspace. Okay, so this is the meaning of centralized access control. Okay, I have access in one workspace. Okay, and then I can access same catalog in any of the workspace. I don't need extra access or permission. Okay, this is the meaning of centralized access control. Now, other is auditing across all workspaces. Now understand this with example again. So in the dev workspace, I have a catalog. Okay, dev finance. Okay, inside this catalog, I have a schema called finance. Okay, in the finance schema, I have a table called finance 1, finance 2. Okay, what happened? Assume I ran some query. Okay, like select a star from finance 1 table in dev workspace. Okay, same thing I can run in UAT workspace also. Okay, same thing I can run in prod workspace also, because I have access to dev finance catalog in all workspaces. Okay, what happened doesn't matter where I am executing my query. Okay, everything will be logged and stored in table called system.access log. Okay, so this is the meaning of auditing across all workspace. I just get access in workspace, and then same catalog is visible in all workspace. Now I can execute query anywhere, doesn't matter. Everything will be logged in one table called system.access log. Okay, now next is multi-tenant organization. Different team or project can have a separate catalog. Okay, like in we have multiple team, finance team, IT team, HR team. We can create a separate catalog for different team. Next is cloud integration. Work across AWS, Azure, and GCP with consistent governance. Let me explain you this. So assume I have a one more table, finance 3. Okay, and assume this table data is stored in Azure Data Lake. Okay, for finance 2 it is stored in AWS S3. Okay, and for finance 3 data is stored at Google Analytics. Okay, now to access this three table, I don't need to get access to this different cloud environment. Okay, I just need access to my catalog. Okay, and I can see the data of this three table, but these three individual table data are stored at different cloud environment. Now the last is security. Fine-grained permission at catalog, schema, and table label. Okay, so it means we can have access at catalog label, we can have access at schema label, we can have access at table label. So if we have access at catalog label, then we can see schema, all schema that comes under that particular catalog. Okay, let me give you example. Assume I have one catalog, dev finance. Okay, I have one more catalog, dev HR. Okay, now if I have access to this catalog, okay, and in this catalog assume we have schema S1, S2, S3, we can see all the schema. Okay, but we cannot see the schema of this dev HR because we don't have access to this catalog. Okay, now understand the meaning of fine grained access control. So we have access at this catalog. Again, understand the meaning of fine grained. Now we have access to S1 schema, not S2 and S3. So we can see only S1 schema and all object that comes under S1, like table T1, T2, T3, all are coming under S1. If S2 has a table like T6, T7, and we have access to only S1, we cannot see the table like T6, T7. Okay, this is the meaning of fine grained access control. Next, assume inside S1 schema we have a table T1, T2, T3. if we have access to particular table T1 and T3, T2, we can see only this T1 and T2. We cannot see T3. Okay. So this is the meaning of fine-grained access control. Okay. We can provide access at catalog label, schema label, or a specific table label. So this is all about catalog overview. Thank you.